This is Venice tight end, Garrett French, class of 2020. I'm Vaughn Sixber, and I'm talking with him today about himself as a student athlete, his final season ride as an Indian, etc., etc. So, first, give us some, detail about you and your football background, man.
Well, I've been playing football for about 9 years now. All in Venice. Started out with the Vikings on the Kings level. Just been working my way up. Never really had any thought of playing anywhere else except for Venice. It's just where I've grown up. And, I've loved it.
What? Okay. Been your hometown team the whole time, huh?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
All right. So, talk to me about, how you've grown as a player, with the time you've spent around this program and, what your expectations are, for you and the team this season, coming off, regional championship season, last year and then the year before, obviously, state champion.
Well, I would say the expectations are obviously, very high, especially with our schedule that we have coming up.
Yep.
Especially with teams like IMG, expectations are very high. Definitely planning on living up to them, and definitely working towards them. Not taking anyone for granted, and
All right. Yeah. No underestimations. And just for you and the team, and maybe your short-term goals as far as stepping up as one of the senior leaders here in your final season.
Well, I'm just trying to help the team as much as I can with every aspect possible. Whether that comes from blocking, catching, anything really. I'm trying to be there with whatever coaches or my teammates need me to do. And, that's basically just trying to be there. Everything I can.
All right. How about something you can't live without? Mix it up a little bit.
I can't live without?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really thought about
it's tough, but besides the phone, anything, either, whether it be an object or, like a saying, a piece of advice, anything that you carry with you?
I can't live without, say I have this necklace that it's a cross, represents my belief, shows everyone what I'm about, really, and a good conversation starter sometimes.
There you go. Yep. It's got a story in itself, so. And I understand that, you camped with us, right, in early June, at our summer camp series. So, how was that? And, you look like you were ready for reps and the whole deal.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And, just trying to learn as much as I can from everywhere. Just trying to take all the advice I can and incorporate it onto the field when the season starts. That way I'm best set up for the season.
Yeah, with that being said, how do you feel these, BCP camp series and, camps like it, best benefits athletes as a whole, who are looking to, sharpen their attributes and, show out at these workout events?
Well, the coaches are very instructive, very one-on-one. They'll help you with, form, technique. If you have any questions, they'll answer it to the best of their ability, and they have great advice with everything there. It's just a lot of coaching. If you're able to absorb it, then that's on you. And just depends on whether or not you're able to use it and use it effectively.
Gotcha. Okay. And so what'd you, favor most about it, in your category?
Well, one of my weak points is, that I would say is definitely, getting out of the break, or getting out of the top of the routes. I struggle with that sometimes, and like that was I enjoyed that because they helped me a lot with the cuts and just different strategies, I guess.
Yeah, variables. Finishing
Yeah.
routes up. Cleaning everything up, steps, everything.
Yeah, just polishing everything up, basically.
There you go. Yeah, head moves and everything, body language. Okay, so how about with Venice? You guys shattered national averages. This past season, you guys have been for a while. In every category. From touchdowns to tackles. Especially in receiving yards. Per game with 200. 199.3 to be exact. So, what volumes does that speak, to the kind of preparation and, mentorship with head coach Peacock and, the staff bring to the table,
Well, all of our coaches are great. They all bring something to the table that, like, maybe one of the other one does it. They all help each other out. And then they all just pour into everyone on the team and try to give them or set them up as best as possible for the game that week. And it's all in preparation. Like, they don't take anything lightly. If they see something that'll make a big difference in the game, or even a small difference in the game, actually, they'll definitely correct it with anyone that's struggling or needs it.
Gotcha. Yeah, how does that collective energy, cultivate that, success story that you guys have been, consistently having?
Well, I would just say it's like a huge factor where if you have like weak links and like your coaching staff or your players, like you're gonna see it and you're gonna feel it, and like you don't want that, obviously. So if everyone's in it, everyone's like bought in, everyone's all in to the program, then it's gonna like rub off on everyone else, like the players and the other coaches and everyone around.
For sure. Okay. How about mixing up a little bit again, how about a go-to cheat meal? You guys have been staying probably, true to your nutrition most of the time and everything, but, when it's time to just relax a little bit, what type of food do you cheat with? I know they stay on you guys, but
I like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. They're pretty good.
Okay, binge on some ice cream. Okay, I like that. Okay, and how about your main source of motivation? After you guys took home that state title in 2017, that was like 13-1, and then the outcome of this past 12-2 regional championship season, and everything that's going into your final year. What's been your main drive?
Well, with the state championship season, I was actually on JV. Like for the JV season, so it was like basically the regular season of that year, and so I got moved up after the JV season was over, which was basically into the playoffs.
I see.
I didn't really get to like serve as like a big role as I wanted to. I was like practice squad and just trying to do everything I could there to help the team out. But when we won the state championship, it just like it was like a bittersweet moment because like we won and I was like ecstatic about like we won, but me personally, I wanted to
contribute, more.
I want like in my mind I want my own ring. Like I have that ring, but it's like
I understand that.
It's just a ring to me. Like it's not something that I earned as much as I feel like I should have. I just feel like I kind of just got given a ring just because I just happened to be on the team.
Okay.
And it kind of sucks, but that's what I'm working for.
Okay, so fuel to the fire, for this year. That's one thing in the back of your mind. What's another chip on your shoulder that you got, for your season goals and things?
I would just say like this is my first and last high school starting season for me. And
Gotcha.
like last year, I was behind Fryer. He's a great tight end for Venice, and just trying to learn everything I could from him, and Coach Wales, the tight end coach. Yeah, I'm just trying to make the best of my senior season and my starting season on varsity, which it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, speaking of winning, since 2010, the Indians haven't dropped below, 8 wins each season. So observing, things, from the inside, how do you feel, going back to that subject a little bit, how do you feel, Venice cultivates that winning culture, so well and keeps that atmosphere so alive with the community?
Well, like I said before, the coaching staff, they all work really well together. They all help out the teammates or the players as much as they can. And then the Venice community itself is awesome. Like they always show out to our home games. Big crowd, a lot of people. It's a lot more fun when there are more people.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like a higher energy. Just drives the players more. Definitely better feeling on the field when you got the community behind you rooting you on. There's a bunch of different aspects into why we like
the consistency. Yeah.
Yeah. Why we're so consistent. It's like the drive in the players, the coaches, the community. How hard the players work. During summer, like our summer program is crazy compared to, like, I would say 99% of high school.
Yeah, walk us through that a little bit. Just like the routine.
The summer program?
Yeah, just like your guys' regimen.
So, starts at 7. We get into our warm up a little bit, and then it's not like your typical like stretch and then like maybe a light jog. We do that, but we then go into like these stations for warm up, which like 5 different stations depending on the day, like whether it's upper body or lower body. Changes up the stations a little bit, and then we go into our main workout, which we typically have 2 core lifts, which is like bench or squat, and then like maybe a little bit more accessory like military press or cleans, depending on the day again, whether it's upper or lower. And then we go into our accessory stations, like the smaller muscle groups after that, and we rotate between those different stations with as many reps as you can within each station, and then you do that for 3 or 4 sets. And then we go into like our conditioning aspect, which on Mondays we run 110s, like 110 yards, like the full length of the field.
Okay.
And that like the amount goes up every week of those. So like we start out with 10, and then the next week be doing like 12 or something like that. And then we could do in sleds. We could do bleacher runs for getting your stride length when you're running like normally. Lengthen that out a little bit, make it a little faster.
Sure.
And then Thursdays we're going to start up beach runs, which I'm excited for.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And then after that, you got a like position group stuff where like you can do it in 7-on-7, or linemen have their stuff, D linemen have their stuff. So yeah, and then a lot of guys do even more stuff after that with more drills, whatever they want to do after that.
Extra time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about your favorite, memory or highlight, since you've been, at Venice?
I would definitely say like being there for the state, like being on the sideline for a state championship.
Okay, yeah.
It's hard to top.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Even though, yeah, it wasn't there, every little piece counts, man, and
exactly.
That's just energy for, the next year and, striding forward. So you played more of a part than you may think. So, but yeah, that's definitely something unforgettable anyway. Okay, so, what's been your biggest learning lesson, with this program, that, benefited you as a young player and person?
I'll just say, like, everything matters. Even, like, the little things, like, everything matters. Because no matter how small it is, it still makes a difference. And, like, if someone else doesn't do that small little thing, like, if you guys both, like, typically do, like, the same amount of stuff, but you do the smaller things, like, just that much better, you have that upper edge, and you have that advantage, which will help you with like anything, not even just football, like life in general.
Yep.
Like you could be getting that promotion instead of someone else, which it helps a lot.
Yep, that extra, overtime hour, whatever it is. Yeah, definitely the small things make the big picture, so you got that down. Okay, so how about if you could go, anywhere or do anything in this world, what would be the first thing on your bucket list? Big question.
Yeah, it is a big question. I'm not sure. First thing on my bucket list.
Yeah, place, person, anything.
I mean, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Okay, there you go. Surfing, volcanoes. I mean, they got the whole 9 yards out there, so that's a good one. Okay. So I understand, you're sustaining, a 4.5 GPA. You got 1,300 out of, I believe it's 1,600 on your SAT. And, a score of 26 on your ACT, which the average, I'm pretty sure, is 21. And so, what's been the easiest part and the toughest obstacle in balancing your education with playing football?
The toughest things that, like, happen out, like, is just staying organized and balancing your time. I mean, I still struggle with it a lot. I'm not saying like, I'm perfect with it, but...
Yeah.
Just saying, like, you gotta stay, like, caught up with everything. Like, if you let things slip, then obviously your grades are gonna slip.
Yeah, one thing after another.
Exactly. Like, it just adds up. So you just gotta stay on top of everything. Try not to forget. Easier said than done.
Yeah. Okay. Who are some of the players at the next level, that you study and, shape your play style after? Anybody that's, influenced you?
Well, I used to play, like, my freshman and sophomore year, I was a quarterback, and...
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And, like, I thought about that a lot more when I was a quarterback. I think, like, I try to be, like, I try to have, like, the brains of, like, someone like Tom Brady, where, like,
the mindset, really.
Like, the mindset and, like, the game knowledge. I want to, like,
high IQ, yeah. For a tight end, yeah, that's a special thing.
Yeah. But, like, as a tight end now, I haven't really thought about, like, who I would, like, style myself. Is that kind of what you're saying? Yeah.
Just going about your craft. Influence.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, like, I'm just trying to absorb everything that I can, because, I would definitely not say, like, I'm the most experienced tight end out there because of last year being my first year playing tight end in high school at this kind of level. But, I'm just trying to absorb everything I can from my coaches. And like I said, with Fryer last year, I was trying to learn technique from him. I've definitely learned a lot. I mean, I'm definitely confident in what I learned or what I do know now.
For sure, man. Yeah, all that is taken into account and, building on to the process, so you can't go wrong with that. And, a couple more, what would be the first thing you would buy with your first professional football check, if you ever thought about that? Because a lot of people like to blow their money, man. You gotta be smart,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of leeway in it, too, so what would you do?
I always said I would buy my mom a Audi because she's always wanted an Audi.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So, probably an Audi.
There you go. Yeah, I gotta support the main support. So.
Exactly.
Okay. One more for you. When everything's said and done, what would you like people to remember you for most? It doesn't have to be just athletically. It can be, personably,
I just want to be known as a good person. I don't want to be so an honest, genuine, real, true person to people. I don't want to be known as this guy that would screw people over or
put yourself before everything. Yeah, just humble beginning. Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to be someone that would be called selfish or disrespectful or anything like that or fake. I don't want to be called fake either.
Yeah, no, I can't have that. We always, it's always best to be, genuine for yourself. So if people can't accept that, then it's either just not compatible or, either a reality check's coming. Either one.